Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have NBA playoff picks for May 4th, 2025. What a great show I have for you today. Five NBA player props for the two games we have on the slate today, which are the Warriors versus the Rockets in Game 7 and Game 1 of the Cavs versus the Pacers. I also have a best bet that I love as well. So if you are a person that's been watching the show and you enjoy the show, hit a like button for me. Also, subscribe if you continuously watch the show and you haven't got a chance to subscribe. This is a perfect time. Also, remember that every pick that I make on this show, I bet with my own money. And so I put my money where my mouth is. If you're new to the show, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the show and get some great information because I'm looking to give out some really good picks today and also some great winners. Of course, how do you know if I'm giving you a good pick? Well, we look at line movement. There's a lot of other things. In my last three shows, every pick that I've made on the show has bumped. So it's went, on the way that we don't want it. So, it's been pretty good for us of late. Do not have stats for the show because I'm recording this a little earlier today. Got some stuff I need to do, but I am still giving you some great picks. I do not have stats. That's the only thing because I'm recording during the game. So because I'm recording a little early, we don't have the results for May 3rd. But here we are today. Great picks. I'm going to get to my first one. You see Jimmy Butler's on the screen for a reason. I wanted to pick Jimmy Butler last time. I wasn't able to, so now I'm spinning the block and I'm going with Jimmy Butler of the Warriors. Season average is 29. Last three games is 32. PRA projection is at 34. Now, Jimmy Butler has been, up and down. He played good in his last game. He's not so good in his next game. It's hard to kind of get a read on Jimmy Butler at this moment. But what I can say for him is I do expect 40 minutes. Shots are depending on if he's making them or not. We've seen Jimmy Butler come out and shoot 25 shots. We've seen Jimmy Butler come out and shoot 9 shots. And just know that Steph Curry is going to try to get himself going. Although he did not shoot well in the last game, I look for him to shoot a lot better in this game. Jimmy Butler himself was 1 for 6 from three. But his redeeming grace that got him over was he shot 14 free throws. I think one of the major things that Houston's going to try to do is keep him off the line. Houston will also have to adjust to him. They are spending a lot of time on Steph Curry, and I understand because Steph Curry is the guy, the main guy. He stirs the drink. But Jimmy Butler is another guy that I think Ime Udoka is going to have another plan for to kind of stop him from doing what he's doing. I like the under 36.5. He also has a tough defensive assignment. I think they're going to probably put him on VanVleet. So it's going to be a tough defensive assignment for Jimmy Butler, which may wear him down for the offensive side. Speaking of VanVleet, I like Fred VanVleet here. He's had a really good few games. But I like to face shorter guards. He's a shorter guard. Also, a lot of attention will be paid to him. You even saw it in the second half where the Warriors started to blitz all pick and rolls. They also were forcing the ball out of his hands, even even also doubling him at sometimes in the second half. So they're forcing him to distribute the ball due to bad or average shooting day. I expect due to a bad or average shooting day, I expect his under. He's been shooting just too good. I expect regression. Shooting 67% from three is not um, attainable every single night. And also, um, he's been doing this over his last three games, 67%. I think he's going to have a slight regression. I don't believe he's going to be involved in much rebounding as he'll be forced to guard Curry as well. So give me his under 25.5 PRA for Fred VanVleet. Next guy is Darius Garland. Has not played since April 23rd. So it's an 11-day layoff that he's coming off of. I expect, some rust on his game. I also expect Mitchell, Jerome, Strauss, and Merrill to continue to get their minutes. Maybe not the same as when he was in, but I expect them to get their minutes. Once again, don't know how serious the injury was, but he did have a decent injury. So I don't know. They're going to try to ease him in also with minutes. Also, Nimhart likely to guard Mitchell, so that means Halliburton will be guarding him. Halliburton came into the NBA as supposed to be known as a defender. I think he'll take the challenge. I like the under here, 27.5 for Darius Garland. Hold out, you might get a higher number for him as time goes, but I think this is a good entry level for him. Next guy is Tyrese Haliburton, and I'm fading Tyrese Haliburton in this situation. Not, a great scorer, let's be honest. He's looking to assist, which, makes PRAs, hit or miss, especially if the guys are not making the shots. I do expect him around 35 minutes as he does have a good backup, and the Pacers have a true rotation. They don't play people over 40 minutes unless it's a game seven or a closeout game. So I look for him to go back to his average minutes. He did play well last time versus the Cavs. Look for them to make adjustments. But if you look for him the first time versus the Cavs, he only had 8 PRA, which is not good at all. So he cashed his number one time and lost it one time. I expect the under for Tyrese Haliburton here. Very much projected, 32 PRA projected. See, it's over his season average as well. I like this under. Last guy on the slate for today for our player props is Evan Mobley. Under this number, 3 out of 10 games. Not a great matchup as he's going against Pascal, also Turner. He's going to have to play defense. He averaged 30 minutes in the last series, but I expect 34, 33 minutes as his ceiling. Shot 60% in the first round. Still did not hit his number. So that speaks to his usage rate. Also speaks to the rotation the Cavs have with Wade, Jared Allen, and Hunter. So he's a part of a strong rotation, along with the fact that if you look at all three numbers, they're all under this number, except his season average is over it. I like it's under 30.5. I think this number is too high for Evan Mobley. Now for today's best bets, I got the Cavs versus the Pacers, and I absolutely love the under 229 for this game. Multiple reasons why. Expect some rust coming for the Cavs. Also, Indiana's on the road. They don't shoot as well on the road. They do play with pace, but I think, they're going to slow it down a little bit. We're trying to keep the Cavs at bay. I don't know how close this game will be. The spread is at 8, but I think the number is too high. The defense in the playoffs, not too many games have been over 230, especially the first game. It's going to be a filling out situation for both teams. Expect the under to hit easily, under 229 for the Cavs versus the Pacers. Sorry, let's go back real quick. I got under Butler here at 36.5 for his PRA. That's going to be my hammer play. VanVleet under 25.5 PRA. I got Garland under 27.5. Halliburton under 33.5 PRA. And then Mobley under 30.5 PRA. There's three ways you can help me grow. The first way is by commenting on my video. If you found this video useful, if you enjoyed some things, if you have any comments, if you have anything that you want to try to discuss as far as the game, if you want a game pick that I didn't give, I can always give you my leans on that. Even if it wasn't an official pick, I can still give you a lean in the comment section. I'm pretty good at responding to the people here in the prop market. Also, hit the like button. Of course, hit the like button. It costs you nothing. I know there's something in this video that you took from it, and if it was, hit the like button. Of course, hit the subscribe button as well. That's going to be the main way to help me grow. Help me grow. The more subscribers, the more people that are watching my shows daily, which helps the algorithm on YouTube. So it's a whole thing. But I appreciate all the subscribers, especially the new ones and the old ones that have stuck around and followed me. I thank you very much. And then to you new people, welcome. Welcome to the prop market. If you liked it, you need to go ahead and stay for a while. Hit the subscribe button. But with all that being said, I think we're going to have a great day. I expect a undefeated day here in the prop market. And like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.